I'm Tso Tsz Ying Katrina. I'm currently in the integrated program at the Singapore Chinese Girls' School. It is indeed my honor to receive my Literature Special Achievements Award for the PSLE class of 2022. I would like to congratulate other awardees for successfully conquering the major milestone of primary school life, the PSLE. We had soldiered on against all odds and proceeded to the next phase of our life, which is secondary school. Needless to say, there were a lot of ups and downs in my primary school life. Taking English at the Singapore PSLE national level was not an easy task. When I first came to Singapore to pursue my studies around 2 years ago, I was struggling to converse with my peers and teachers. At one point in time, I felt despondent when I nearly failed English despite all my hard work and efforts. I still recall waking up at the crack of dawn just to memorize more vocabulary for my composition. In addition, when I was studying in Hong Kong, I was not exposed to the science subjects. I was overwhelmed by stress when the end-of-year exam was around the corner. I buried myself deep in revision before the end-of-year exams for both subjects. However, I did not get the score that I had desired to achieve. Thankfully, at the start of primary 5, my mom and I discovered Mind Stretcher. The teachers there came to my aid instantly. They also kept close track of my progress. With their dedication and support, my results in English and science improved by leaps and bounds. From an AL 5 when I first came to Singapore to an AL 1 at the PSLE. I would like to thank Ms. Lina and Mrs. Ray for English, Ms. Ang and Mr. Teo for Maths, and Mrs. Tang for Science. Furthermore, I would especially want to thank Mrs. Tang for going the extra mile to help me with my schoolwork whenever I had any queries. I had secured my place in SCGS through the DSA, and would also like to thank Mr. Alvin Quek for giving me invaluable advice on the process. All the teachers I've mentioned above have been my pillars of support throughout my journey from primary 5 to primary 6, and I would forever remain indebted to Mind Stretcher. To end of my speech, I hope everyone will continue to embrace learning with much joy and zeal, ever ready to learn, grow, and share. Thank you.